They can never let that fly. Ever.
That's what the court was saying. Like this would lead to social.
Mayhem.
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 You can't even like once you open up that because we already got like surgeries and shit. We already got like America being too free, and to move on with it, it's not in the same ballpark, but blackfishing, right? It's like so,
but it's kind of the same thing. It's
the same concept. It's
kind of.
It's no legal
not
implications
and they're not even
to it necessarily.
What I gathered off, we do want to explain.
That's what I was gonna say. For those who live under a fucking black rock.
With me, because I was there until I looked this stuff up.
See, we also. I don't know about other people, and I know I fuck around like social media all day, but it's just for the jokes. Like I strictly go there for the jokes and close the app. You know what I'm saying? So, I respect to other people. We canceled our cable years ago.
Yeah.
Like some people may have the news on when they're getting ready, like Good Morning America, or listen to whatever they listen to on the radio. Like during the week, we got to listen to our own podcast for editing purposes.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like. What other people may normally, I don't even know when people listen to this shit, you know what I'm saying? So when people normally listen to other stuff, they may hear about it. So
True.
I get it.
We're like
we're in
I'm
it.
Literally me.
So if you're the first time you're not even, but the first time a lot of people hear blackfishing is here.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
But to me, you live under a fucking but to me, it's like how didn't you see that? But then I respect it. It's like, oh, you didn't open your phone because you're a normal functioning member of society.
Which is hard for people to...
That's why I figured everybody would know. Like, everybody cheats and goes on Instagram for 45 minutes. It happens. You just end up there. Like, but anyway.
True.
Blackfishing is 2019 blackface. And well, I guess, see... No, right. I'm gonna... It's being received. It's being received as blackface.
You may be perceived as portraying blackface, but you may not be portraying
what comes with it, like
what they are perceiving from you.
Right. So, and for those who still are confused, there's...
Is this confusing?
See, by now, in my head, you should be Googling blackfishing to follow along, but that's another story. If you Google... you go to blackfishing and you see if you just Google it, which is where I come in, if you Google it and see a girl who looks like, she's white, she's a redhead, I don't know, on the left, and you see a girl who looks like a brown skin black chick, and she got box braids, you would look like, what the fuck? People are doing this? But to the Instagram people, whoever the fuck are out there blackfishing, which we haven't even cracked the surface on that yet. They're like, what? I'm putting on makeup and tanning. Like, what you mean?
Right.
But other people, see now
other people think that
where it gets tricky, and where I think it gets tricky, and where I think it's like, nah, you knew what you was doing, is like if it's like a melanin fit page for like black women who work out, or because Spanish women there too, right? So black and Spanish women who work out and got, Instagram friendly bodies. Okay. They just post them, you know, like she's whoever and she lives in whatever Bernice Burgos. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Right, and what we talked about last week, like Brittany Renner, like girls, you know what I'm saying? They post Instagram girls.
Right.
If they pick you up like the melanin page, that's where it's like, nah, that's a social foul. Like, I mean, but like, what are you gonna DM them? Like, hey, by the way, I'm not black.
Yeah, like that would be
right. So that's why there's a gray area of like, what you care about Instagram, you care about people following you.
You're not gonna be like, hey,
like, oh no, sorry,
I'm actually,
I don't want to be like,
I'm actually Swedish. And
right, if episde magazine call you, you're gonna be like, nah, we're good, thank you. Like you're gonna, what are you gonna say? Like, all right, I'm rolling. You know what I'm saying? So I get it from and that's why I didn't take it as.
But I went and looked at the girl that they were talking about. I went and looked at her Instagram, can't remember her name. I think it was E something. EEM or EEN. Aunt Ena? EENA maybe? Anyway. So,
that is crazy.
You see it?
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at I don't know who this person is. Alicia. Like when you look at it this way, it's like, yeah, nah, I wouldn't. But see, the last shit, I gotta keep it a band with you. The last shit I would look at is like, what is she, white? Like, I'm not looking.
Yes.
I that shit was, you know what I'm saying?
But I like went back and it's not like she's like hashtagging like
Black Girls Rock.
Right.
right.
So it's not like she's like saying that she is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just a gray area to me. And like,
but see, that's where it's that's why I felt like it was a weird. I was like, now.
Because it's not like it's not like they even look like white girls trying to be black. You know what I mean? I get it. See, like a different
right
nationality or something.
Right. Like what I call is the Kardashian finesse.
It's not
like you don't know what you don't know if they're Spanish. You don't know if like Armenian. You don't know. You're not trying to guess race. You're just looking at beauty. Like you're just looking
exactly.
Right. You're just looking at
exactly.
A figure, like a person, like a being. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking like, okay, this is. I wonder if she's white.
Right, like I don't understand why people are like, well, I would only follow her if she's black, or I wouldn't follow her.
I think that's what I said. I think it was more the the Instagram like pages or whatever. Like I didn't get it. See, and that's the thing. Also, I want to be very clear. I didn't get too into it. Because I didn't really have an opinion on it. And,
I don't.
And one thing where I want a quick sidebar is I thought about the bodybuilders. It would always get me, like that a white dude would bronze his body because it makes his muscles look better in a contest on physique. I would always be like, nah, like you gotta use your skin. You can't make nah. And then it would be like a dude who's my complexion. Going more brown, and I'd be like, "What the fuck? You don't have to put bronzer on. If you know what I'm saying, if the white guy didn't make himself bronze, you wouldn't have to put bronze on. Like if you know what I'm saying, like I always thought it was weird. Like I always thought it was like that bodybuilder shit. Nah, I didn't look at it like blackfishing. Like I didn't black body.
Black body fishing.
Right, right, exactly. I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it like. Like, nah, he's using not a cheat code, but if my body looks better because of my skin, that's my gift. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
You can't bronze your arms to make them look bigger. Like, nah, like, that's not what you look like when you go outside. So that, like, it was just that, because no one else, that's where the only place I saw, what, you're bronze. If you're going to look like a statue, I get it, but, like, no, right? So that was the only place. Where else do people fucking change their skin? Then I want to jump to Rachel Dolezal. Now Rachel, when that story first broke, I kind of felt the same way. I was like, she wasn't out wilding in the streets. Like she was. Was it fraud? Was it fraud?
I feel like I'm hoping it got carried, like. Got out of control, and she didn't.
It's that same. Anything. No. See, that's where.
But I'm
that's why I'm not rolling. That's why I'm not rolling.
Okay.
She was checking black, like it was like ethnicity black. So, but hear me out, and I wanna bring up a point also with Rachel Dolezal that she used her white privilege to prove that she was the black. She felt black. Like she was identifying as black. She sued like Howard, I believe. I should look it up. For discrimination. Because they wouldn't let her in the school. Like, they wouldn't let her in the school because she's like, no. Or like a scholarship or some shit to a black HBCU. Because they're like, you're not black. I mean, yeah, they're like, you're not black, you're white. She sued them and won. Now, she was accused of cultural appropriation when the story broke and they found out, they're like, look at her. See, she sued the school. And Abba looked at it like, nah, she sued the school. Like, no, fuck that. I'm identifying as black. You're not taking this from me. So I actually couldn't believe. I'm like, am I bugging? But I don't think she. No, like I think she's. It's like when people say like, oh, who does Aaron Hernandez think he is? Pardon me. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show. Who does Aaron Hernandez think he is? I don't speaking on the dead, but I got to use it for my example. Like, he thinks he's a tough guy, and I'm like, no, he was in the league. He gave up all that shit. He clearly was a tough guy. He clearly was with the shits. I look at it the same way with, like, am I bugging? Like, no, it was bigger than changing her hair and bronzing her skin. Like, she was the head of the NAACP chapter in the NAACP. Like, if that doesn't prove you with the shits, then I don't know what else to tell you. That's further than I've ever taken it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Let
So
her have it?
Yeah. Like, who the fuck am I to say no? If you went out your way, like when she got to like staging hate crimes, I feel like she was desperate. Like, oh shit, they're on to me.
Yeah.
And that's when I feel like she panicked. Shit got tricky. That got to be a big deal. Like changing race. So I everybody lies about their age when you're younger, right? Like I lied about my age.
Yeah.
I lied about it to date a girl for like a year. I think I was like 13. I told her I was 16, and she was 16. She was like, when she found out, she was like, "That's crazy," and I was like, "Yo, what's the difference?" You know, and like,
still me.
It's still me. No, haven't talked to her since. You know what I'm saying? So I could imagine, and I felt like I don't even. It was something stupid how she found out when you're 15. It was like your world's coming crashing down. I wasn't a 40-year-old, well, she's 40 now, so I wasn't like a 38-year-old head of the NAACP who was lying about being black the whole time. And like, I could only imagine I thought I wouldn't have. I've never been in that situation. That's why I don't know what you do. So, do I think it was stupid? Absolutely. Like, but who am I to say she should have came clean? All that being said, some people go, I've said all that to say, some drastic times call for drastic measures. Like, Instagram. Instagram. If you wanna, I don't know. If you wanna do that shit, it's not that like it's like It makes it stupid when it's cases like Rachel Dolezal out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like blackfishing for Instagram.
Right.
Like this is Instagram.
She's not even saying anything.
This is playing with makeup, spiraling out of control.
She's
like you know what I'm saying?
Just posting a picture and people are assuming what they're assuming.
Right. So to move on with that, do you have anything else with blackfishing? Were you offended?
I was not offended.
You were not offended?
I don't think. Could I be offended for that?
I don't know.
Everybody's offended. I'm sure I could be offended, but I'm not even sure where I would get offended.
Don't be.
Okay.
See, that's exactly. I'm glad you said that.
I have a hard time getting offended.
But I'm glad you said that. Me too. Sometimes for better or for worse. See, that's why with things like Rachel Dolezal, I don't know what that means.
Hashtag.
Oh, I thought that was some I thought that was some inside shit that I was like, wait, nope, no. I don't know that one either. Like, but damn, what was I saying?
Need a lifeline, Rachel.
Oh, with social media and shit, when people are sitting home and they see a story of a 22-year-old girl who just went makeup overload, or I don't know I don't even care about it enough to go further. And they're not. They sit and like, how can I be offended by this? So
they're offended,
right?
Should I be offended? But I think they weren't even taking it serious. Like, why were they even talking about it? I don't know.
Why? That's why. So moving on. I saw a pic in the same ballpark of offense. Ed Sheeran. Is it Sharon?
I have no idea.
Ed Sheeran.
His name. It's one of those.
Right. He's Dutch or some shit. Ed Sheeran and Beyonce were on stage at the same time, and
I didn't know where the fuck that picture came